Greetings, my lad, and our peace and profit. Greetings, all beloved, both man, woman, and child. Yeah, we are another day again, Give eyes is, health and strength and heal substances. Pick up all of the father them. Father's day come. Because a woman can't have a child without some semen or some sperms. That is a seed. You know what I mean? Yeah. So give homage to the father them. Each ejaculation is producing 15 million to 200 million worth of sperm cell every time you ejaculate to bring forth a child. You know what I mean? Yeah, so the father is very important in life. You know what I mean? Yeah, the father is very important. Enough time the father them not get no regards them because majority of the time the paternity is given to the mother. And forget about the father's rights. You know what I mean? And the importance of a father. Every time you ejaculate, a whole of energy will lose. You know what I mean? Ejaculation contain protein, contain B12, vitamins, magnesium, loads of minerals. You know what I mean? To take 74 hours, 74 days, should say, for a sperm cell to develop back again. So every time we ejaculate 74 days before the full formation of the semen to come to sperms. So a whole heap of things that, you know what I mean? And one ejaculation have so much energy. This is why if they inject it in the vagina of the woman, them get so much energy. Because they might get B12, they might get vitamin C, they might get acid, they might get mineral, they might get zinc. You know what I mean? It can help with them sleeping. It can help with depression. You know what I mean? So much things sperms can do to a woman. So a sperm is very important. Some people call them child father sperm donor. Yeah, and it is an insult to a father. Well, regardless if the father is not here for his child, it is an insult. You know what I mean? Because me a woman will have how much kids I call them father sperm donor. Them no lay what them lay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, even 9 times with the same man with them I call sperm donor. That means them love that seed. You know what I mean? Yeah, them love that seed for even lay so much time and allow that ejaculation into their vagina. You know what I mean? So father is very important. You know what I mean? It's very important and I want to pay homage to all fathers them. You know what I mean? Even if your father is not there, my father wasn't there for me as a child. Yeah, he wasn't there for me, but me can't have a next daddy. Just like how me can't have a next mother. You know what I mean? I've never disrespected my father even when him not there. Because me can't have a next father in a real life. He is my seed. Yeah, my father is my seed in a real life. So me try to have a conversation and a dialogue with my father. You know what I mean? Enough of the time them him no response, but me still try to keep that connection. You know what I mean? Yeah, me still try to keep that connection. Even my mother was, sometimes the father them, if them not get the cow, them not want the calf. You know what I mean? And a lot of the mother them make it difficult them for the fathers them too. Because a lot of the time them, even as an example here in the UK, when a woman get impregnated by a man, them get house, them get £500, them get all of the benefits them, but yet still if the father is in the house, all of the benefits and the welfare is taken away from them. So even the system don't allow the man to partake in the upbringing of the child. The system separate the family. The system separate the family. And this is in most countries, even the United States, is the same thing. You know what I mean? You cannot get benefits, state benefits, if the man is in the house. So even the system is against father. You know what I mean? Today is also one of the great founder and fathers, Earth Strong, that is Howell, father of Rastafari. You know that a seed was born in 1868. That's 123 years right now. The founder of Rastafari movement. You know what I mean? In the parish of Clarendon, the great Howell, original Gangoku Maharaj. See? So you know, so Rastafari is indigenous to Jamaica. Jamaica is the root of Rastafarianism, 4 corners of the earth. So we want to pay homage to Gangungu Maharaj. You know what I mean? The inspiration came from even Marcus Garvey. I tell him say back to Africa movements. That's why I say look to the east for the coming of the Black Christ in flesh. That is his Emperial, Selassie, who crowned kings of kings and lords of Lord the conquering lion, tribe of Judah, Haile of himself and light of this world. You know what I mean? And Leonard Howell, it is claimed that he was the first Rasta man. And you know, 4 corners of the earth, right now, everybody has a Rastafarian. China has a Rasta, white man has a Rasta, Indian has a Rasta. Every nation, every nation, the prophecy tells us more choose from every nation to call upon his name. So all over the world, have different, even in Argentina, there's Rastafarian. 4 corners of the earth, there's Rastafarian. You know what I mean? Because the gospel is all over the world. So I want to give homage to Leonard Howell, Percival Howell. And his initiative was to have a community of self-reliance people. You know what I mean? Because Rasta was seen as an outcast. Even this day still Rasta is, even though I move up in societies, you know, Rasta now is teachers, lawyers, doctors. Rasta in every walk of life, bus drivers, you know what I mean? Rasta is everywhere, musician, wherever you can think of any workforce, employment, there's Rasta there today. You know what I mean? Yeah, Rasta is all over now. In one time we couldn't get work because Rasta was seen as like too radical or them here. You know what I mean? It was a problem even in the school. So even though I come far away, there's still issues today, especially in the schools them. I try to hold on Rastafari and the kids them this day that, you know, tell you how if we wear ear or wear dreadlocks. You know what I mean? But we have come a far way. You know what I mean? Rasta is running for a government all over the world. You know, Malawi, Kenya. Where I see the Rastafari movement is gathering momentum to go for office. Even here in the UK, we are looking to form the Haile Selassie theocracy government. Because the government is the people, you know. Yeah, the people is the government. Yeah, the people is the government. Yeah, so we're looking to form the government. Yeah, we're looking to form the government. Here in UK, the Haile theocracy government. Here in UK, which it's not about color or creed, and it's not about religion either. Because His Majesty religion is personal to each and every individual. So no matter your color, your creed, or your religion, you can be a part of the Haile theocracy movements, Haile theocracy government. Because what the Haile Selassie theocracy government is for the people. Yeah, it's for the people. It's not only for Rastafari, it's for the people in general. You know what I mean? We're going to have the aims and objectives. You know what I mean? We're going to live by the rules and the philosophy of Haile Selassie. Equal rights and justice stand for all. You know what I mean? Yeah. Love yourself as a loving idea, man. You know what I mean? Those are the moralities of the government. Because the government is the people, and the people is the government. You know what I mean? Yeah, so we're looking to set up that in Bath, in Bristol, soon. We want to form the government. Because if we want our rights and certain things to establish in the House of Parliament, we have to have representation. Because we can't achieve nothing without representation. We need representation in high and low places. We have to have representation, King. If we keep writing petition and there was no one there to represent I and I, we're wasting our time. Yeah, so we have to have representation in these places. So this is why we want to set up a government. You know, the government is for the people and the people is the government. Yeah, so we're seeking representation in the House of Parliament through the Haile Selassie theocracy government. Yeah. I mean, I gotta read something where His Majesty said, and I think black people should read the teaching of His Imperial Majesty, and that we want. The following words of His wisdom of His Imperial Majesty: one should realize that thriftness is the basis of accumulation of wealth, economic growth of nation. One seldom minimizes that the value of money earned by the sweat of the brow, wherever little it may be, but of extravagant, even in huge amount, journey is worthless. Know how to use your money wisely, effectively, a bit. One's farm becomes an establishment, second nature. Therefore, utilize your wealth for worthwhile. Inject and avoid employment. Its harmful purpose for monetary pleasure. What are the things you possess? What are your objectives in acquiring them? Learn how to spend wisely, and then increase your wealth will eventually be your guide. Use your saving where they will pay you most. The earning of money does not yield dividend. If you wish your savings to pay you higher dividend, join them with those of your fellow citizens. That means we must invest together. Join our wealth, invest together. Because earning money don't pay well, man. Well, when you invest. This is the word of His Majesty talking about the value of thrift. It is through hard work and know-how and patience you will be able to increase capital. The foundation and the essential characteristics of healthy society are mutual trust and confidence. Unless man undertakes the improvement of his social incorporation with others, his striving for wealth becomes more wish. Do not be victim of temporary contentment and petty satisfactions. Aspire to worthwhile aims that will be idols for succeeding generation. Aspire to worthwhile aims that will ideal for succeeding generation. So His Majesty really say we must set foundation for the succeeding generation them. You know what I mean? We must gather together as citizens, as black citizens, our wealth them together. You know what I mean? And invest in the things that are going to benefit us in the future. That's for the next generation can benefit. You know what I mean? A lot of man sitting up on monies, bang in the bank, sitting on money and there, and we're not investing together. You know what I mean? Because this is how we increase our wealth, by investing. You know what I mean? Your money sit down at the bank take the percentage. You know what I mean? It nah provide no dividend and it nah gather no wealth. You know what I mean? You can pool your investment with somebody else and create investment for the future for the younger generation. This is what His Majesty tell I and I in the Swift, the value of Swift, pooling our resources together. You know what I mean? Yeah, we must pool our resources together. And I same thing, even Gangungo, Howard Percival tell us about self-reliance, come together as a community. You know what I mean? Come together as a community and build our own Wall Street. We must build our own community. We see this lacking enough instances. Enough man have a bag of money and make Babylon come take with them for you. I know enough Rasta man. Babylon take with £60, 60,000, 30,000. Them have all of money just lock off somewhere, not doing nothing. Enough of the musician them are sing a bag of things about Africa. Make a bag of wealth, and none of them not invest in Africa. Enough of the musician them not investing in Africa. You know, I mean, when I buy car, some of them I buy gun, some of them I buy woman. This man say, but none of them not investing in Africa. None of them not invest together to build even a school, to build something that the youth them can benefit. Them sing a bag of song about Africa. Them sing a bag of song about the Haile, Selassie and His Majesty. But none of them not invest in Africa. None of them not do no investment to benefit the younger generation. None of them not do like what all will do. Form a community and let's build a nation. Them not do that. Enough of them are fight against each other. Enough of them are make big money. Half of the name and half of reggae music. You know what I mean? Enough of them now live in Africa. You know what I mean? Them rather stay in Egypt, Jamaica, crocodile government. You know what I mean? And go on like them are done. You see me I say? Big up all of the mama, pay some homage to all of the mama warriors them in Kenya. You know what I mean? Look out for the mama gathering them over the four corners of the mama group, community. Big some homage to them. You know what I mean? Respect and due to all of the mama warriors them who keep up the struggles them in Kenya. There's a new community farm, the Mama Warrior Group in Kenya. Look out for further information on that. It's going to be an international program. You know what I mean? Because we know that the Mamas fight against the resistance of the British them in Kenya. We're gonna revive that energy and that vibration. You know, because the Mama them still alive. Mama warriors them still here today. Greater David, greatest sons. You know, because today is the greatest day ever. The spirit still live on in I and I right now. So big up some homage to McKenna warrior, Mama warriors them. Look out for further promotion from that. You know what I mean? Because it's going to be an international movement. Yes. So, further on, we know how important kids, is to I and I, how important is our seed. And how important is fathers to be leaders of their own seed. His Majesty was asked in an interview what is the greatest sins. A man can him never say murder, him never say killing, him never say rape, him never say all of these things which is maybe terrible in the sight of man. Him say the worst thing a man can do is to neglect him seed. Is to neglect him seed, Him never say thief, him never say rape, him say neglect him seed. So the fathers them who are neglect them seed. Judgment. Yeah, judgment. Because no matter the ache, heartache me. You know, my mother did tell me when I have my first child, when my first baby mother tell me she's pregnant 3 months. One time I lay with her. She said if I never go there, my name won't call. And if I go there, I have to be a man. That is what my mom told me. You know what I mean? And from that day, I never look back of being a father. You know what I mean? You have to take up your responsibility. So big up all of the father them. Your seed is important because your child is your seed. You know what I mean? Babylon have it next way around. You know what I mean? Babylon don't give respect to the fathers them at all. This is why so much crime. This is why so much broken home, because the Babylon set, the Satire set to break down the home and break down the fathers them. You know what I mean? Yeah, them break them down. Even the woman them stress out the man them sometimes. Enough time the woman, the baby mother them, and them through the system give them the power. Them take advantage. You know what I mean? Them take advantage of these things. You know what I mean? Disrespect the father. You know what I mean? Then show the father no regards. And then them try to blame it and the homelessness. Said them is single parent. If most women want to be superwoman, want to raise all 5-6 people and them can't do it, you're gonna get disaster in that. There's no way you're gonna pass that test trying to raise all these kids by yourself. No way you're gonna win that war or that battle. Failure is gonna come. And they can't blame it on the man, because a lot of the women them don't want the man them around. Them only want the man them for them seed. Whilst them get the seed, them get the house and the benefits, them don't want the man them. A lot of women don't want the man them around either. Them only want the man them to come have sex with them and then them put them through the door. One of my brethren tell me, say, don't give your seed to concubines. I learned that. Yeah, I learned that. I might learn the hard way, but I learn it eventually. That means a man will take on to eat wise words are sound. Yeah. Because the seed is important. The seed is very important. 15 million to 200 millions of cell sperms every ejaculation. 74 days before the semen forms deployed. So that is very that your body when it ejaculate, your body loses a lot of minerals, a lot of calcium, B12, iron, zinc, loads of things in one ejaculation. So this is how important your seed is, the amount of things that is in your sperms. You must value it. Yes. So, and most, I said out of them 15 to 200 million, only few of them make it. And the one that do make it, I create the life. I give you the son and the daughter. We all cherish. Seeing? So respect the father them and respect the father them universally. Seeing? And respect the father of all father, Haile, Selassie, the champion of morality. You know what I mean? I'm going to read a psalm. Lo, the children are the heritage of the Most High, and the fruit of his womb is reward. So you know, say any woman will have a child, your womb is blessed. You know what I mean? Your womb is blessed by the injection of a seed. Your womb cannot bless unless you have developed the womb of bear fruits. The Psalm said that, So that is how important. No matter how you have sex and your womb don't bear fruits, your womb not blessed. And the Psalm said it, and me say it. So big up all of the mothers them, and big up all of the fathers them, because that is a perfect combination to bring forth a child. The original Trinity is man, woman, and child. That is the original Trinity: man, woman, and child. Trinity. Man, woman, and child. Yes. Read another thing from his Imperial Majesty. Because we want the teaching is his Majesty, Today is Gangungo Mara, the 16th of June. Happy Earth Strong. Percival Howell, the first Rastaman. Emperial Selassie speaks of the youth. In dispensation of time, mankind has gradually realized the miracle of light. Harness is through the knowledge to be the first instrument of defense against trials of life. Wise men have always known the depth and factual truth is better to give than to receive. And the reason why I read that is because every time you ejaculate, you is given to a woman. A woman just lay down and receive the blessing that comes out, the amount of minerals that come out of ejaculation. You're giving a lot of energy because one ejaculation can boost a woman's hormones, it can boost her metabolism, it can boost her sleep, it can boost her vitamins, it can boost her minerals, it can boost her B12. One ejaculation can do a lot for a woman. And I mean say, prophecy say, it's better to give than to receive. So, in the whole ironic of that saying, every time a man ejaculates, he's giving, and the woman is receiving. And I mean say, it is written. So the importance of a man there again. How important a man's seed is. Every child is the father's seed. So we want to pay homage to all of the fathers them. Pay homage to Haile Selassie the first. Pay homage to Gangungo Maharaj, the first Rastaman. Up at Pinnacle, Jamaica. And when the H.I.M visit Jamaica, for any time the H.I.M go visit Pinnacle and pay some homage. Because Pinnacle is the first settlement. You know what I mean? Then you have Bakawal and all these places. But go pay some homage up a Sligoville. Give some houses. You know what I mean? And big up and pay some homage to the Mama warrior them in Kenya as well. You know what I mean? Pay some homage and look out for more information. And remember, the Haile Selassie across the government is coming to the UK. Yeah. We're going to rise it here across the government. Because the people is the government and the government is the people. In real life. Yeah, so we're going to pay some homage. I want to look forward to the new beginnings. And big up when Father's Day come. Big up all of the father them because the fathers is important. Big up my father. Even though he's never been there for me, I can't have a next father. Because I am my father's seed. I am my father's seed. I have him DNA. Big up my great grandfather and my great grandfather before that. Big up my ancestors them. Big up all of my kids. All of my kids them is my seed. Yeah. The fruit of a woman womb is blessed because she bear fruit, and the only way she can bear fruit is by ejaculation. So we want to give thanks for life and give thanks for the life sources because we know everything as in the one reason we come from what I call it. You know, a sperm is like a mechanism. You know what I mean? So small sperm is, and we can form life. So the sperm is very important. See? And so is the Father. So blessed love to each and every one, and give thanks to life, give thanks to health and strength, give thanks to the substances, and bless up the fathers them. And happy Father's Day them, to the fathers them, and Father's Day. You know what I mean? And every father, regardless if it's my sperm donor, my real father, big up all of the father them. You know what I mean? Every father big up on himself. Big up my father who never cared for me, big him up same way. Big up all fathers and give thanks for life in a real life because the seed is important. Saying, give thanks for life and health and strength and daily substance.